Hey guys, Friday. What a day for it. Now today is not a running day for me. Today is a strength day, which is kind of boring, but it's made me really hungry. And today's Q&A day. Today's actually also an amazing day because I actually ordered the hats that I've been trying to order for months now. This is just a mushroom. Mushrooms are good. So yeah, the black and white hats are ordered and paid for, and they're on their way. Actually, not on their way, they're getting made, but then they'll be on their way. Wouldn't it be funny if no one ever bought any hats? That'd be so funny. That would be hilarious, but I guess at least I would have a lifetime supply of really good quality running hats. So that's a win-win situation for me, basically. Okay, question number 1. What are your thoughts on the Sydney Marathon becoming a marathon major? Good question. I think it's a really awesome thing for Australian running. I think this is really gonna boost the running economy, and there's gonna be a lot of tourists that are gonna come and do the Sydney Marathon, but I don't think I'll ever see myself doing the Sydney Marathon because there's just gonna be so many people and it's gonna be an absolute mess. And Sydney's already expensive as fuck. And so you can imagine how much things are gonna cost just to be there during this marathon weekend. I think it's a positive, but everyone in Australia knows that Sydney's not the best marathon and the course kind of looks pretty crap from the videos that I've seen. Gold Coast should be the world marathon major because it's deadpan flat and super epic. But, you know, people from overseas want to see the Sydney Harbour Bridge, and that's cool. I get it. Overall, it's a big positive, but they might have to change the course a little bit, and people are going to be paying out of their assholes to actually do it. So, you know, good for Australia, bad for people that are coming from overseas to Australia to do the race. Okay, question number 2, where is Liz? Good question. Liz is actually a boy, and if you want to know why I now know that this lizard that's been living in my backyard is now a boy, message me on Instagram and I'll send you a video because I probably can't put it in this because it is not safe for YouTube and I'll probably get banned. So let me know. But Liz, I've not seen her in a couple of days. I've not seen him in a couple of days. Let's go have a look. Okay, the cat's just chilling. Hello. But Liz, nowhere to be seen. Have you seen Liz? Jerome the gnome? No? Okay. Yeah, so it seems like Liz is set free and back in nature, probably banging lots of other lizards and making little lizards babies. I don't know, maybe. Okay, question 3, I think. What is the worst shoe ever made? The Pegasus, the Nike Pegasus. It's absolute dog poo. You know that a shoe is bad when you go to the factory DFO outlet stores and that shoe is from floor to ceiling, every single size, every single color. They just rammed all of the crap shoes in those outlet stores. That's how you know it sucks. And every time I go to the outlet store, there's Pegasus everywhere. I'm gonna show you the ones that I actually have and hate, though I'd imagine that Nike hasn't changed this magic Pegasus formula at all. Big package there, jeez. I can tell they're bad because they're under shoes that I got when I first started running. Like they're on top of these, which means that I've used these more. Like they're just complete crap. The foam does not do anything. It's like a rubber bloody tire that they've just strapped to the bottom of this fabric. It can't even like bend. It's just like the worst combination of any kind of shoe attributes in a shoe. Like I don't know what this is actually made for. Is it an easy day shoe? Or is it like a daily trainer? Or is it a long run shoe? I don't know what this thing is. It's just so stiff. It's like the worst combination because yeah, they're really stiff, but they're also completely dead. So you don't get anything out of that stiffness. They just absolutely suck. Like look, this is my first ever pair of running shoes. Absolutely thrashed in. This is the Pegasus, okay? Can't even really go that far. Look at this one. This thing sucks. Everything about this shoe sucks, except the grip. So you take this grip off, put on any other shoe, this would be good. But right now, they're just crap. Okay, next question. What would you say to someone looking to increase their mile pace before increasing weekly mileage? I think what you're trying to say is that you want to increase like your average weekly pace first and then increase weekly mileage, which is kind of a tricky thing because when you just artificially increase your pace, you're making the whole week way harder than, you know, what it was previously. And it probably will push you closer to that not very easy line compared to if you just stayed in that easy zone and just built your mileage over time, or even just stayed consistent. Actually, just hold on a sec. What you'll find is that this artificially high pace that you've been running at, you will get there just by staying at this easy pace over time if you just stay consistent. So it's kind of tricky, to be honest. Depending on your mileage each week, you could actually get away with this, and you know, this pace feels like a bit harder than easy, and then if you just stay at that pace for long enough and your fitness gets better, it'll eventually just become easy. I know that I've certainly done that in the past and it does work, but it is incurring a bit of a risk compared to just staying easy. Depends if you're doing sessions too. It's a very tricky question, but generally speaking, don't do that. Okay, next question. Rep ranges for strength training in runners. Well, it kind of depends on what your goals are. If you're trying to just get faster and stronger, aiming for rep ranges of 3 to 5 reps is going to be the most efficient way to get stronger. But if you feel like you need to gain some muscle in like a base phase, or you know, just in general to be healthier and maybe run faster later in the year, then maybe you need to do some hypertrophy style stuff of, you know, 8 to 12 reps to build some muscle. But generally speaking, 3 to 5 reps, that's pretty much going to be standard for everyone. Okay, next question. Why did you become a physio? Did you consider other things? Well, I'll give you my origin story. I was doing my exercise physiology master's degree, and I did that for a year, and I got offered a place in physio, and I thought, the prospects of jobs in exercise physiology, even though I really like it, is much lower than physio. So I transferred over to physio, did finish the master's there, and started working. And I really love anatomy and getting really deep on how things work. So it was pretty obvious that I was gonna go down either playing with dead bodies and cadavers and stuff, or being a physio, and so obviously went to physio. Okay, next question. When I run on the road, I get calf pain. On the trails, not. How is this possible? That's kind of like a cool little poem, isn't it? When I run on the road, I get calf pain. On the trails, not. How is this possible? Well, the impact forces are going to be much higher on road because you're getting off the ground so fast because the ground's just so hard. You just hit it, fly straight off. And maybe your calves aren't used to actually taking that kind of load, especially if you're spending a lot more time on trails, because trails generally a bit softer, generally a bit more give in the surface that you're landing on. And so this increased snap off the ground will fatigue your calves a lot quicker, especially if they're not isometrically strong. That's what calves need to be, isometrically strong. Okay, epic questions. Hopefully they're epic answers. I don't know. Now, the daily uploads are fun and I enjoy the challenge of doing that, but this weekend is not going to be a daily upload weekend because I'm going to be working on probably the most important video that I'll make in a long time. It's going to be powerful. Hopefully it's going to be quite emotional because this story is absolutely beautiful. So I'll probably see you guys when that video comes out, or if I get some spare time, I might make a cheeky little, you know, whatever video. So I'll see you guys when that video comes out. Peace.